podcast Grover, and we are going to cover e-commerce today, which is a very important part of business information systems. Also, we will go through HTML exercise, and I will take your questions if you have any for your assignment. So before we start the e-commerce, I would like to ask you about business information system, because you have been doing this course. Can anyone tell me what is the role of information system and what do they do? Anyone? Okay, so I will give you a quick overview so you can link that information system with our e-commerce lecture. There are three levels of managers in organization. So first one is strategic level. You have studied, I'm sure. And the second one is which is a tactical one in middle level. And lower level we have operational level. So there are three levels of management, and all these managers, these levels, they need some kind of information to make decisions. And this information is provided by information systems. So at strategic level, do you know what kind of managers are there at strategic level? Anyone would like to tell me?
It's the middle level.
At strategic level, what kind of decision?
It's the long-term decision.
That's right, long-term decision. So let's take an example to make it more clear before we move forward. Tesco's, okay? If Sainsbury's decides to buy Tesco's, so decision will be taken by top management, isn't it? Because it's like a very long-term impact going to have on Tesco's. So that decision will be taken by board of management, CEO, these kind of people. Then we have at middle level, which is tactical level. So Tesco's decides that they want to do marketing for 1 year, and their budget is, let's say, 10 million pounds. So how much budget they should have for TV advertisement? How much budget they should have for print media? All these decisions are taken at middle level, tactical level, okay? Or we also call management level. Because this has a medium-term goal, just 1 year, it's not a long-term, and it has impact, but not a long-term. Another important thing is decisions taken at this level are semi-structured. Okay? At top level, strategic level, decisions are unstructured. So do you understand what's the difference between structured and unstructured decisions? No? Okay, let me make it more clear to all of you. Unstructured decisions comes from experience or from judgment. These kind of people at strategic level, they do not follow much numbers. They go with their guts, what they are feeling, their intuition. Okay? And at middle level, which is semi-structured decisions taken by tactical managers. So these middle level managers, they follow quantitative data, okay, some numbers, but at the same time they also follow some of their experience and judgment. It's not just about taking information from data. So they combine both of these things. Then we have a third level, operational level. These people follows only structured decision. Let me give you an example of structured decision. So imagine a scenario, you are working as a manager in Tesco's, okay? And you got 40 employees. Out of 40, 20 are paid hourly, let's say £6.40, 10 are paid £7.40, and 10 are paid £10 an hour. So you know clearly how much we need to pay to them. If you find out how many hours they have, 35 hours or 37 hours a week, you can just times with the money how much you need to pay, isn't it? So that's very clear because that's already set. So you don't need to do any kind of a a decision need to take, a big decision in this scenario. So that decisions are called structured decision. Now let's take an example of some kind of a semi-structured decision, which is a tactical level. What you would like to become after this, your degree? What kind of a company you would like to join? If you tell me, KPMG, Ernst & Young, or what kind of a company you would like to join?
A sole business.
Sorry?
A sole business. I want to own the business of mine.
You want to run your own business?
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. So I will give you an example of that as well. Let's say if you want to join KPMG, okay? And KPMG offer you £30,000 a year offer. So you like that offer, okay, because that's a monetary you can relate to. That would consider as a structure. But you don't know what are the career prospectus in KPMG. Okay. So you need to make your own judgment there. And that would be considered as a unstructured. So when you both are combining here, it becomes semi-structured. Make sense? So these are the decisions are taken by like a different level. Any question if you have before we move forward?
Yes, I do understand the example that you gave.
You didn't understand?
Yeah.
Which one?
The last one.
Semi-structured one. Okay. You got offer from KPMG or any company, okay? PricewaterhouseCoopers. They are giving you some amount of money, £30,000 a month. Another company is giving you 25,000. So you can compare easily in monetary terms. Okay. But you are not sure that how's your career prospects in that company. You got an offer from University of Portsmouth, one offer. And University of Portsmouth is paying you 35,000 money. Okay. You got an offer from Oxford, which is paying you 25,000 only. What will you do? 35,000. You would not like to go for Oxford?
The money is bigger.
Money is bigger here, so you are going for structure, okay? But if someone would like to think about other aspects also, that based on their judgment or experience, then they might go to Oxford, because it's combining both of things, okay? Not only monetary, because you're seeing your career prospects. If you work in University of Oxford for 2 years, imagine, you can get a job in 50,000, maybe 100,000 in the future, isn't it?
Yes.
But if you're working in University of Portsmouth, who will know University of Portsmouth in all over the world if you compare to Oxford? Then that decision, maybe you if you take that decision, that will be based on your your some experience or your gut or your intuition. Okay. So based on money, when you're taking decision, that is structure. When you're taking decision based on other side, intuition, that is unstructured. And when you're combining both these things for one decision, then it becomes semi-structured.
So the tactical level, is it semi-structured?
That's right. Because these tactical level managers, they follow numbers, okay? So quantitative data. They follow a lot of quantitative data.
So it's structured?
No. That's one part is structured when they follow quantitative data, but at the same time they use their intuition also, or judgment also. Okay, so they don't just follow kind of a rules written, which we have, which I gave an example that Tesco employees make £6.50 and work 35 hours, you was times and you give money. That is clearly structured. But at middle level, they need to make decisions also. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. And top level, that is purely on intuition. How Tesco will know that when Sainsbury will take off, it's good for them? It's just based on intuition, isn't it? Have you read that Microsoft decided to buy Yahoo a few years before? 3 years before, something 2 or 3 years before? No? It was a newspaper, like it's a law, that Microsoft wanted to buy Yahoo, and Yahoo said, I want more money, and they declined it, that offer. They declined, and that was purely based on their judgment and experience. And later on, they realized that they did wrong, because their share value gone low. So that's kind of based on their intuition. Any questions for this one? Okay. So let's move to e-commerce section. Can anyone tell me what is e-commerce? All of you use, but do you know what it is? Yeah.
Electronic business.
Okay. Yeah.
That maybe it's done online.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's enough to start with. So we'll go through one by one. So objective of our lecture is what is e-commerce, and pure e-commerce and hybrid approach. We will discuss about it. Then we discuss about scope of e-commerce, like levels of e-commerce, business to consumer, consumer to consumer, and business to business. Then we have a supply chain integration, virtual organization. So we'll discuss about some traditional business model and how it's been changed by e-commerce. Then last one is we will discuss about benefits of e-commerce before moving to HTML exercise. Okay. So what is e-commerce? It is process of buying, selling, or exchanging products, services, and information through computer networks. So if you are doing some kind of a business online using computer networks, that could come under e-commerce. And it's not only about products, it's about services also. If you are downloading one software online, you're not getting anything physical, or do you? So that could be also considered as a e-commerce part. And if someone is providing services, let's say you want to get translated something in Chinese, okay, or in Japanese. So you put your document online and people come and bid for you, and then they do their work. So that could be kind of providing services, and you are making payment online, okay, on computer networks. That could be considered as an e-commerce. So if you have a question in exam, in multiple choice question or in descriptive, you need to explain this part. Okay, it's important from exam point of view also. How it is different from e-business? As you mentioned about e-business, e-business is a little bit wider than e-commerce. E-commerce is also part of e-business. Okay. So it's wider, and it includes servicing customers, and also it includes collaborating with business partners, and inside their organization, what is going on, procurement, all these things comes under e-business.
So how do you define e-business?
E-business is, like, you can say that it includes e-commerce, okay. Also, it's about servicing customer, and focus is more internal here rather than external.
Okay.
So when you are doing e-commerce, focus is outside because you are selling something. Okay? But in e-business, it's more inside. Your company, how to run your company, all these aspects could be. Even HR, human resource, is a part of also e-business, but which is not a part of e-commerce.
So I want to ask, Amazon or eBay, which one are they? E-commerce or e-business?
Okay, they are both e-commerce for us as a customers also. Okay,
E-business is
but
within.
when they are doing something inside, that is e-business. Okay. So it can be both in same company. So Amazon, eBay, they are e-business as well as e-commerce. So traditional commerce, all the dimensions are physical in nature. So when you are going to buy something from Tesco's, it is traditional business, isn't it? It performs all business transactions offline. So most of the transactions are offline. If you go to some kind of a stall here to buy, have you been to Commercial Road to buy something? Yeah. So if you see there are stalls there for fruits, if you buy something or some shops who are not taking payment online, that would be considered as a traditional business. So buying and selling products through physical agents and representatives, that comes under traditional commerce. So you now understand difference between traditional and e-commerce? Everyone? Okay. Any questions?
No.
So there are some definitions of e-commerce provided by US and also UK governments. So US definition appears to restrict e-commerce to buying and selling using the internet. So however, many view as more than just financial transactions. So their author Kalakota and Winston suggest that e-commerce has the following perspectives: communications, business process, service, and online. So communication is the delivery of information, products, or payment by electronic means. Business process is the application of technology towards automating business transactions and workflows. Service is contributing to reducing costs at the same time as increasing the speed and quality of delivery. So when you're buying something online, let's take an example of flights. So when you came to UK, did you book your flight online or did you go to agent? How did you book it? Online. So you made a payment online and you got electronic ticket. It was so quick. In old times, you used to go to agent and they used to issue a ticket. Or even after some time, around 8 years before, you used to make payment online, but they used to send you a physical ticket, which is no more now. So most of the time you get electronic ticket. So speed has increased and the cost has reduced. If you're issuing a ticket, imagine, if you're issuing 1 million tickets, physical, how much it costs you as a company? A lot, isn't it? Because you are sending by post also, you're printing out, so someone is there to work also. So you can imagine it's like billions of pounds you have saved through e-commerce. Then we have online, the buying and selling of products and information online. That's a definition by Kalakota and Wisdom. UK government use a broad definition of e-commerce. So according to them, e-commerce is the exchange of information across electronic networks at any stage in the supply chain, whether within organization, between business and consumers, or between public and private sector, whether paid or unpaid. So it could be unpaid also. Okay. It's not just about paid. Sometimes if you want to make a logo, for example, sometimes you can make a logo online free. I think you guys have made a logo for your website. It's ready?
Yes.
It's brilliant. There's a nice tool I came to know that a few days before, which where you can go and you can make your free logo very quick, which I will let you know in our next part of our lecture. So in summary, e-commerce is not restricted to the buying and selling of products, but also include pre-sales and post-sale activities across the supply chain. So do you understand the pre-sales and post-sales? No? Okay. Let's say if you want to buy iPhone, or if you want to buy a laptop, what do you do when you go to shop? People attend you there. Have you been to Curry's here on market? Curry's or PC World? So if you go there, there are salesmen. They help you, isn't it? What would you like to buy?
Oh my God.
So if you are doing this online something, that's like in a traditional we are talking about, but if you are doing this online and asking someone on an online chat that can you please help me, I want to buy this laptop, please guide me through. So their sales representative of a company can chat with you and give his opinion, can help you. Or you stuck somewhere. Let's take another example of travel. Most of travel websites. Yeah, okay.
How do you stop it?
If you give 2 minutes. Okay. So it's if you are booking something online, like a hotel or something, on travel website, if you go, what you will find it, they will send you message immediately. Do you need any help? I'm online, something, some virtual assistant or someone is there. So you can ask them, like I would like to book hotel in Rome. Can you please suggest me which is the right place, which is the right area, or which is the right package to take? So they can advise you. Okay. That's a pre-sales. You haven't bought anything yet, but they are helping you to buy. And then you booked it. Let's say you booked your hotel, but you haven't received your confirmation, or something goes wrong. So you can talk with them online, and that could be also part of e-commerce. So pre-sales and post-sales. Okay. Any questions? So it's clear what is e-commerce and e-business?
Yeah.
So couple of this a type of e-commerce, pure e-commerce and hybrid approach. So pure e-commerce is which is everything online. Pure online virtual organization, and all the dimensions are digital in nature, and buy and sell products online. But then we have a hybrid. So hybrid is which is a combination of both traditional and online. Can anyone give me an example of hybrid? Yeah.
Would eBay be considered hybrid?
No, eBay is not hybrid. eBay is pure e-commerce.
PC World.
Sorry?
PC World.
PC World. PC World is hybrid. That means you can go to their shop and buy something, at the same time you can buy online. Tesco's. You can do shopping online and also you can go to their store. Can anyone tell me what about Morrison's? You been to Morrison's here?
In London,
That
yeah.
superstore like Tesco's? So tell me, is Morrison's is a e-commerce or is a hybrid?
No.
It's a hybrid.
Sorry? Hybrid? How many hybrid?
It's
Say-
e-commerce.
Is e-commerce?
Yeah.
No,
you
but
can't
you
use
go and
it.
buy
You go to
the
the
cell.
store.
You go to the
You
shop.
can't use internet.
You can't use internet. For Morrison's?
Can you order online or not?
You cannot order online. So it's neither e-commerce, it's not hybrid. Okay, it's traditional. You cannot order online yet. They are still making progress. They are still working on this. But they haven't made their kind of this process online yet. Which is going to come probably next year or 2014. Because they are missing big market.
How do you stop?
Just press that button.